Oh my God. To wake up in the morning with such fascinating news. Oh, I just saw the commercial for this campaign, and I'm going to start off with a warning for my friend. Because I ain't that mad at Heavenly. Okay, she going to say some stupid about gay men. I had a feeling she had some ignorant opinions, but I ain't gonna turn down working with a Bravo lab. I'm not gonna turn down a feather like that in my cap. Do I give her a pass? No, I roasted her and her homosexual child. But I'm not gonna wish ill on nobody. That's more about me than anyone else. To join the show. Do you need to find your light? You found your light? Heavenly is running for office. A black woman doctor under Georgia's gold dome. Heavenly, with Quad as your campaign manager, Quad Webb as your campaign manager, I would be frightened. You're going to end up going to prison for campaign finance fraud because you already out here getting donays. It reads poverty. You heard it here first. This reads plot line. This reads my husband is secretly divorcing me, so I will do anything so we don't have to focus on that. And Quad, you're being the campaign manager because you want to have something to throw up in front of the audience faces as we ask you, why are you trying to get pregnant by a man you ain't marrying? If you want a donor, just get a donor. But I don't know why you trying to be on an IVF journey with a man you ain't married to deep in your 40s. And as someone who's getting deep in my 40s, it's a real question. Why the hell you want to be a single mother at this age? I mean, if you want to do it, then go on and do it. But this half single mother, I'm getting tired of it. I'm tired of it with Ashanti because, girl, you knew what Nelly was. You had been messing with him for 20 years. The last thing you needed to give that man is a baby, but you want to go your own way. My God, today, you are running for office. Now, here are my issues with that from what we know about you. One, you don't want people to know and to get into the nitty gritty with you and your husband. That is going to be put under a microscope. We're going to have to hear about how you survive trials and tribulations in your marriage, how you've been able to make peace with phantom outside babies. Because I'm not going to say he has outside babies, but there was that infamil that they found in your cabinet, and you came up with a cockamamie excuse, and people always say they've heard babies crying in your house, but we don't know if that's your husband's secret baby or your son's secret baby. But I don't think sissies have secret babies. I mean, it's possible. It's possible your confused son gave you an early grandbaby. But all of that will come to light in a political scandal, which is what I could see happening to you. Heavenly, you refuse to genuinely apologize to anyone, and you've said that several times on camera. So how will that part of your bulldog of your bullfrog of a character help you in politics? Because you're already inauthentic, you feel you'll be able to get the job done? Or will that give us just more of the same? A desperate woman who, now that there's not going to be as much Medicare, won't be able to see as many clients. And I guess because of the economic downturn, people aren't spending as much on cosmetic dentistry, so you figure I'll get myself a government job based off of popularity. I'm already on the Housewives. Is that your plan? To fleece the people? Now, you said God put this on your heart as a calling, but why hasn't God put treating people fairly on your heart as a calling? You behave as a heathen, as a demon, as a malignant spirit trying to harm all you come in contact with. But now you want to hold on to the Lord and say he put this on your heart. I'm sorry, but your unchristian-like behavior, your nasty and demonic ways that you have doubled down on repeatedly. Let's talk about you picking on Cone Tessa and her supposedly abusive husband. You really think putting that out into the air is going to help her in that situation, or you think that would make things worse for her at the home? You said it for a click and a view. You, a woman who makes light of other women's domestic violence issues, because we don't know if that man was physically or mentally abusing her, but you sure wanted to bring it to the forefront as someone who supposedly knew her and had an inside scoop and view, and you felt appropriate to put that out on your YouTube for a click and a view since you can't get a crown and a filling. Since you clearly can't get someone to come in for a crown and a filling. Now, I want to know, since your dental practice in Dr. Heavenly University, where you help put other women on game, is so successful, why do you now need to turn around and run for office? Aren't your hands already full, or is this the cry for attention from an empty nester? Inquiring minds want to know, why does Heavenly, who's always concerned herself with her own fortunes, is suddenly concerned about money? This is very white male Republican coded to me. You need something to do and someone to admire you, and since your children don't, you figure the public will. Since your children have aged out, you said, I gotta find a new crop of fools. You living in Atlanta the right place, I can tell you that. I can tell you that. Because y'all gonna vote her in. Atlanta gonna vote her in. And I'm not voting for anybody from reality TV anymore. I think we've seen what happens. Or has daddy really left you, and so this is what you're doing while he cheats in peace? You said, well, shit, I ain't getting no dick. I may as well run for office and get on everybody else's nerve. Is that what's going on? Because I don't see him staying with you. I see him putting up with you so he has the clout of being married, and he probably wants women on the side that want a married man, that want the thrill of throwing rocks at the bullfrog and seeing if it'll jump. The thrill. Heavenly Kimes running for office. This is like when Don Knotts went to Washington. Heifer, I can't. Oh. You really think that politics is like Housewives and you gonna get in there and give a Jasmine Crockett read? That's what you think. That's what you think this is. This is all about you getting more camera time and thinking, if I win this race, I'll secure myself because then I'll be in Atlanta politics. You realize you're going to have to give up the show if you win. You can't be a representative and on Housewives or Married to Medical. That ain't going to work. I think the fact that you telling everybody your mama is that going to be your campaign slogan? Your mama. I, Heavenly Kimes, will help take care of your mama. I don't know. You've shown us an ignorant woman that shuts down when she needs to communicate. I can't have you on the House of Georgia representatives floor screaming, your mama, your daddy, your mama. Can you see that? Can you see that level of ignorance when Heavenly gets confronted? And also a woman that refuses to apologize for her own behavior. Your mama, your mama, your mama. She will get dragged out of the chambers by the sergeant at arms. Your mama, your mama, your mama, your dead mama. I mean, maybe you could reach out to victims of child abuse and say, I too was raised in a room under the stairs with no sunlight, and it gave me an eating disorder. I just don't know, Heavenly. I think that you have shown us someone that shouldn't be in politics. I need someone with a cooler head, not the your mama candidate. So I'm not going to waste time wishing you well. Good plot line, though. First time we've had this as a plot line. It's giving when Max ran for alderwoman and Regine was her campaign manager because she wanted to get in with the elbows. And while I was editing this video denouncing your candidacy, I realized you also will get arrested if not for campaign fraud because a bird brain is managing your campaign, and those laws are tricky. They were set up for white people to get us. Remember that. Remember that. You like to get on here and tell business on YouTube. You like to tell tales out of school, and I'ma say it and I'ma take it back. That will be illegal with government secrets. You will literally have access to things in rooms where the communication is privileged, and you're going to get home because things didn't go your way because you don't know how to argue, you only know how to bully. So you're going to get online and on live and tell the government secrets, and then they're going to arrest you. And you're going to be in contempt of court or contempt of your office. Either way, I think your husband's rooting for that so he won't have to look at you for a few years and can divorce you uncontested in prison. Food for thought. And we know food stays in your thoughts. That was this morning's top story from this bottom, so I'm going to see you soon for something.